Traders from around the world, welcome to your Wednesday Real Life Stock Review. That is Wednesday spelled with an I. It's your boy, Jeremy Alexander Newsome with reallifetrading.com. Hope you're doing great. SPY today. Someone once told me that we were in a bullish trend and the trend is your friend until the end. And right now, that trend is strong. Here's the Qs, and I did miss a beautiful trade on the Qs. I'm going to share some misses with you today, but I'm also going to share some wins. The Qs... Oh man, you know those times when you just feel like you're an absolute idiot? Today was one of those days. Although I can justify my idiocracy, I'll discuss it later. The reason I'm laughing, Qs have never bounced off the 10 EMA on the daily chart, right? It's just never happened. So since it's such a rare event and there's no previous example where the Qs trades down to the 10, this is a 5-minute chart on the Qs, and at the early morning of the day, we actually started getting some really nice selling. Perfect trap was placed. So anyone who went long, I mean, it was a nice gap. Let's talk about that for a moment on the daily chart. It was a good gap. So you did have this white candle. It was gapping below that, and within a few minutes, it broke the entire candle. So everyone from yesterday was trapped. But the trend is still bullish. So on the 5-minute chart, early this morning, the Qs do what the Qs do, and they set a perfect bear trap, and then bull trap. Sorry, the bulls took the breakout, and then it just rolled on over Beethoven. That thing just sank like a stone in water. And then we put in a nice hammer candle. We broke that hammer candle, another bullish candle, and then we took that out, and then we formed a bear trap, which a bear trap is where the bears go, oh, this is the time to short. And they get in short, and it's too late. The stock has already moved. At the time, the Qs were down about 0.9%, which is pretty radical. Anyway, so the Qs, these two candles form an equal high, 172.11, 172.11, which means there's a lot of sellers at 172.11. The reason I brought up the joke about the 10 EMA is because that's exactly where we were. The Qs traded right down to the 10 EMA on a daily. And you would say, well, Jeremy, that was the only support there. So, I mean, you probably don't want to buy just right off the 10 on a day trade. And there's no other possible reason you could have bought off, the 200 symbol. So not only did I have the 200 symbol, I also had the daily 10 EMA, and I had this beautiful 5-minute chart on the Qs. That should have been my long play. That would have been an absolutely killer trade. Let's talk about why I didn't do that. Intel. So I was in bearish on Intel because, again, I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe we actually get a bearish day out there. The open of today's candle was a bearish gap and go. It did gap down below the low of 2 candles in a row, and it was nowhere near the 10 EMA on a daily chart. So on a 5-minute chart, I played it like this. Stock broke down, big bearish candle. I'll kind of show you candle by candle how I played it. So this candle comes in, I don't even see Intel, not even on my radar. This candle comes in, maybe I have a special radar or two that pops up, and I do just like you see here, 52.71 by 52.91. That's my setup on Intel. And then the very next candle, bloop, get triggered in on a pullback, no big deal. That's pretty much what I wanted. Next candle comes in, beautiful bearish candle, loving that. Next candle, oh, I'm thinking to myself, man, is that a trap? And then I went over to the Qs and began looking. And that's kind of what happened is I got a little frothed out. But the next candle, a little bit of an inside candle, and that lower wick right there, the low is 52.51. So I could have gotten about 0.9 and 0.8 Rs on Intel. Didn't, and just held through the retest. Didn't like what I was seeing. Once that candle came in, I went, shoot Magoot. I'm not going to lose on this trade. So the very next candle, that candle right there, I lowered the stop to where you see it, which was 52.85. And then I was posting in Slack, letting everyone know, hey guys, I'll be exiting Intel here in just a moment. So let me just scroll up so you can kind of see, where's my post on Intel? Right here. So I was like, for those with Intel, I'm lowering my stop, and this was kind of, again, a little bit of a play-by-play that we do for all the traders in the room. And then said now, so I lowered my stop again. I think it was 52.86, then I lowered it to 52.85. This was the candle, if you zoom in, right here, as that candle was forming, that's when I said, hey guys, should have taken my R. I'm going to look to exit for break even. That was pretty much my plan. So when this candle comes in, this candle came in, the low of that candle, I just bailed at 52.69 for 0.2 Rs on Intel. That was it. And I did that because of the Q's bullishness. So the Q's were really bouncing strongly off of support, and I figured, hey, doesn't look like it's going to roll down. We tried. Just go ahead and take the super small gain. And I guess theoretically I should have flipped my position on Intel because it just ran to the moon. Now I can show you this miraculous gem on Tesla. TSLA, the gap that I love today was on Tesla because yesterday I did play Tesla. I actually had a 3R losing day yesterday. So I lost on Tesla, I lost on Hertz, and I lost on Log Me In swing trade. So I played Tesla bearish yesterday, lost on it, should have played it bullish. And I figured that there was probably still some bag holders, probably still some people in bearish from yesterday. It gapped up above the high of the day. Here's the 5-minute chart on Tesla, and just right out the gate, beautiful bounce. And check out this extended hours chart. I hope everyone here can see how I play this one, and I gotta give a shout out to my good man Scott McKay, who's sitting here to my left. He played this thing like Derek Jeter plays baseball. Stock trade right into the 10, get a bullish candle, kind of an inside candle, lower candle right off the 10 exponential, nice morning star, get in bullish. And so that was the, this is the entry chart. We'll reset up in a second. So that was it, 306.10 by 304.39-ish. And then we just got real lucky. I mean, that was it. Nice little trade. This blue arrow shows our exit, and even though you can see we could have exited at a higher price, I mean, I would have loved to got out at 315 rather than 313. Still, what a great trade on Tesla. Very nice, making up that one trade, covering all of the losses from yesterday. So it's all about winning big, losing small, covering your losses. The other trade that we have is a swing trade on Altria. Although I still do really like this particular trade, this was a breakout from the inside day candle on the 21st of February, mostly because it was an inside head and shoulders pattern breaking above the 50 EMA. I got out because March is days away. In fact, I believe tomorrow is the last day of February. I still got 100 push-ups to do as of this recording, and I think 200 squats and about 100 calf raises. Then tomorrow is the big 2/8, 280, and then March 1st starts a new month, which is everyone's favorite month, Kids Month. It's going to be exciting and revolutionary. Let's talk about 2 or 3 other gaps really quick. Palo Alto, ticker symbol PANW, was a monstrously gorgeous fade. I also posted this one in our Slack channel, you know, for those who subscribe. I'm just saying it's worth it. Let me hop over here. Palo Alto, PANW, right here. 8:32 a.m., 2 minutes before market open. There it was. I didn't play this one personally, but I did just send this one out for anyone else who wanted to play it and kind of giving everyone else some updates. Shout outs to my boy Lewis. Look at that. Just took my first RLT trade, 1R in the bank. Ladies and gentlemen, if your R is more than 200, you're paying for real life trading in a trade. It's easy. Money's everywhere. Let's go get you some. Palo Alto, obvious retest. Huge bullish trend. White candle yesterday. Gap up today. Short it. Make some money off of it. That was a little bit of a later trade that someone was looking at. But yeah, nice breakdowns. I mean, here was the breakdown. Really, you can see it on a 3-minute chart. So I'll zoom out. There's your bullish high wave white candle, first 3-minute chart. There's your very bullish candle here at pre-market, 7 o'clock Eastern. 7 o'clock Central. Once both of those broke down, all that she wants is another baby. Palo Alto, nice rollover. And then Square, we're going to pull up Square and then Best Buy. So Square gapping down some on earnings right now. Here's your daily chart. Really nice candle, and it is a little bit of a bearish gap. I'm not going to deny. Square right now, 74.83. The 100 and 200 simple moving averages are around 70.82. It's gapping down to 74.80. people will be trapped on Square, no denying that, and I'm going to be kind of interested to see how it sells off. If we close below this candle, which is this bullish candle, we close below that pre-market, we could continue selling off, and I really wouldn't be terrified to see that happen. In fact, I could easily see this pull into about 71 tomorrow, 71, 72, 70 maybe even, and then we'll see. Right before the market closed, a few traders got into a cash secured put at 70 over earnings, looking to get a $9 discount from where Square was today. So again, this is a little bit of a bearish gap and go. I will be watching it. I'm certainly not saying that Square is impenetrable. There easily can be some selling on Square, but most likely, just like the 29th of January, a little bit of a sell-off, but it most likely will get bought. Here's the weekly chart. Looks good. Also, this $55 put sale for March, I'll most likely be just getting out of that one tomorrow on Square, and that'll be that. And last but not least, Best Buy. So Best Buy did have a big bullish gap. This was a gap and go today. However, if you're looking at pre-market, here's the 5-minute chart, and what you'll notice is it just needed a little bit of a retest, right? If you played the 1-minute chart, you definitely made some money on Best Buy. But right before market open, buying candle, buying candle, buying candle, buying candle, and then it broke out. That right there, noob sauce city. If you're buying above 70 on the 5-minute chart, I mean, here's the 1-minute time frame on Best Buy. And again, you would have had to more or less get in right about market open to really effectively play Best Buy bullish. I mean, it was a bullish gap and go, but it was above my sweet spot of 12%. So you'd have had to enter here with a stop here, and you could have captured about an R and some change if you sold after the new S curve. But if you didn't, and you just set that up as a limit buy, and let's say you said, okay, cool, well, I'll just get in, entry here, stop here with a limit buy, then you also got filled on that trade, and it worked out for you relatively okay. So Best Buy was an okay gap. Again, I just like it when gaps just barely open above the previous highs or lows. If it was opening at 61.72, I would have liked it a lot more, but alas, it did not. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, very nice day today. Super profitable on the day. Almost 4 R's. I lost 3 R's yesterday, so between the 2 days, gaining an R. Put it in the bank, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all on Friday, and until then, remember, love life, live life, trade. Bye.